Number one, what is the best way to look for a job?
The best way to look for a job is online.
Number two, how do you apply for a job?
Usually, I apply for a job online.
Number three, which websites do you use to search for a job?
I use very different websites, but the most of all, headhunters.
Number four, when is the best time to look for a job?
The best time to look for a job when you lose the job.
Number five, when was the last time you were offered a job?
I was offered a job last year.
Number six, what is the next step after having a job interview?
After having a job interview, it takes you a bit to wait, but usually if a company hires you, then they can give you for 2 weeks when they just look how do you work, um, how can you manage with your job responsibilities.
Number seven, what is the most amount of people you were interviewed by?
mm, I cannot even remember, to be honest.
Number eight, why do you think it is difficult to be hired at some companies?
It's difficult to be hired at some companies because probably there are very few vacancies, or the competition is so high that it's really, really uh, difficult to get it.
Number nine, what types of jobs require candidates to be recruited?
Um, no, I can't tell, to be honest.
Number 10, do you think it is easier to land a job or lose a job?
It's easy to lose a job, of course.
Number 11, how do you feel when you get a job?
When I get a job, of course, I feel happy because at this time, at this point, I really need it.
Number 12, why is it not advisable to work 24/7?
It's not advisable to work 24/7 because you get very, very tired, exhausted, depressed.
Number 13, who do you know that works 9 to 5?
I know me.
Number 14, who do you know that works as a teacher?
As I work as a teacher, I know many people who are my colleagues who also work as teachers.
Number 15, what was the last place you worked at?
The last place I worked at before this one was one company and school.
Number 16, what was your favorite company to work for?
My favorite company to work for was called Chronospan.
Number 17, what types of companies go on strike most often?
Com- what types of companies? Well, the companies that, I don't know, pay very little salaries.
Number 18, why do you think it is difficult to run a company?
It's difficult to run a company because you have a lot of things to manage, and not only things and people too. You have to keep under control a lot of things.
Number 19, what is the best way to handle a rude customer?
The best way to handle a rude customer, not to become rude by yourself.
Number 20, what is the best way to deal with incompetent workers?
The best way to deal with incompetent workers, well, I guess maybe to send them to any kind of seminars and trainings.
Number 21, when do you try to schedule free time?
I try to schedule free time every day.
Number 22, how often do you take a day off?
Actually, I have 2 days off per week.
Number 23, what is your favorite time to have a day off?
My favorite time to have a day off is the end and the middle of the week.
Number 24, why do employees get sick leave?
They get sick leave because they don't feel well.
Number 25, why do you think it is important to be on paternity leave?
It's important to be on paternity leave because you can spend time with your children, to raise them, to enjoy.
Number 26, do you prefer to work the day or night shift?
I definitely prefer to work the day shift.
Number 27, how many times have you worked overtime in the last month?
I didn't work overtime last month. Usually I study overtime. I study a lot, but I didn't work a lot overtime the last month.
Number 28, what are some reasons workers get fired?
There are many reasons why workers can get hired. Maybe because of they are, for example, late for a job.
Number 29, what are some reasons to be dismissed from a job?
Again, people can be dismissed from a job maybe because they cannot manage their job responsibilities properly.
Number 30, do you know someone who's been laid off? Number 31,
No, I don't.
what is the reason for ousting someone from a company?
Many reasons. Mm. Well, maybe this person is not good enough for this vacancy, or probably there is another better person, or mm, company doesn't need that many employees any longer.
Number 32, what is the purpose of a pink slip?
The purpose of a pink slip just to tell the person that he will be fired in some time, and he can look for any other job.
Number 33, why is it considerate to give a 2 weeks notice instead of quitting on the spot? Number 34,
Well, even when you come, it's by the law you have to give a 2 weeks notice. So company can look for someone to substitute you, and if you give this notice, you have a chance to get your money and salary.
what is the proper way to resign?
The proper way to resign is first to give 2 weeks notice. Then, when the new person comes, you just inform him about the cases, about the things, explain him some details.
Number 35, why do you think executives get a golden parachute?
I think they get a golden parachute because probably it's not that easy for them to get a new job, and if there is a risk to be hired, of course, executive wants a golden parachute so he can feel safe.
Number 36, what is the benefit to getting a severance package?
The benefits of getting severance package, uh, if you, for example, have if you think if you are fired and you get severance package, then it means that you have some money to survive. If this is not your last, if this I don't know, last money, if you have no savings, or maybe you probably can invest this money, or just travel.
Number 37, when was the last time you quit a job?
Last time I quit a job was last year.
Number 38, how many years does it take to retire in your field? Number
I think 25 or 30 years it takes to retire in my field.
39, at what age do most people stop working?
Most people stop working at age 55, 60.